Hi everyone, this is Tara from Tara's Take, and I am here today doing my very first video, so please be kind. I'm nervous to talk on video, but I really wanted to tell you about my latest journal, and flipping through it, I just thought there were a few things that you might like to know. So this journal is, as you can see, the theme color is purple, and the reason for that is because I went to the fabric store and I bought way too much fabric, and so I'm sure some of you can relate, and I couldn't decide what I wanted to work with. So I took a poll on one of my Facebook groups, and all of the lovely people on there voted mostly for purple. So I went with it, and this is what I came up with. And this journal, because purple so often represents royalty, I decided to call it Children of the King's Study and Prayer Journal. So as you can see, it is a soft cover journal. And the way I did it was I did fabric collaging underneath a lace covering with many different edgings, trims, appliques, and bling. I put these lovely little girls here in prayer and edged them with an embossing and did some distressing on the picture, and then I Mod Podged over it. Down here we have, this here came actually from a hair clip that I took apart, and I thought it just added a really pretty design to the front. Gives you some different things to look at. This gem here, this is actually a button. It's a very pretty button, isn't it? And of course we have this little safety pin. I did some beading on it. Pretty simple stuff, but you know, that's what we do, and it comes together and it becomes beautiful. You know, it's so much fun. The closure on this journal is made from the crinkle binding. I get mine from a lady on Etsy, and her name or her shop name is BC Hands. I decided I wanted to give you guys the information about the journal as we go along, the DigiKits and the creators of them, because for one, I love giving other people their props, and also the last couple of journals I've done, I've ended up going into private message and listing what I used for the folks that liked it and asked me about it. So I decided to go ahead and put that in the video. So here we have, this here is the pocket for the inside cover, and I made that from a collaging of all the fabrics that are actually underneath here, and I went ahead and did the lace that I covered on there and did some trim, as you can see, and made a nice little pocket. It's kind of fun. And then here we have a little notebook. Now this is a die cut from the Dollar Tree dollar store, and I just embossed it with gold, and the purple glitter, or purple sparkle I believe is the embossing powder I used. And then of course it's got nice little places to write in here. And then here we have an envelope, decorative envelope, and inside a journaling card. Whoever purchases this journal, because it will be for sale in my Etsy shop, or actually I think it already is up in the Etsy shop now, but there's going to be lots of pockets, lots of journaling cards, tags for whoever purchases it, and tons of writing space. I think I counted over 130 pages of writing space in this journal. So anyway, I love the cover of this envelope. Isn't she a beautiful little girl? And I believe these particular pictures of children came from Shabby Dabby Doodah out of Etsy, Tina Roswell. Some of you watch her on YouTube. I know I do. And here we have, I went ahead and I even made a list of the folks that I am going to tell you about in Etsy that sell these DigiKits. So here we have some nice ruffle I made from the cloth that's used on the journal cover, and also some trim down here and more ruffling with the ribbon. And then we have a pocket with all of these cards. This particular digital kit came out of a shop called Yidsy Designs on Etsy. And then underneath, as you can see, there's a really beautiful French lady in her garden. These designs came from a wonderful woman from France. Her name is Sandra, and she has Bluebell Design in Etsy. And I met her on Instagram. She's a lovely lady, and I've gotten to know her a little bit via social media, and I really enjoy her work. Here we have some more by Yidzi, and then some writing pages. Now I did this throughout. I scanned the fabric that I used in the journal, and I made pages I figured whoever owns the journal will be able to stick things on this page, or they can write on it, but I just thought it was too pretty to cover up, so all I did was lace it with some vintage lace. And here again, some more vintage lace and some more writing space. Okay, and then here we have another pocket and a journaling card. And on these pages, what I did was I just glued down the fabric onto the page, and then I edged it and sewed, and then I went ahead and did a fabric pocket. So pretty simple stuff, but fun and effective for what we like to see in our journals. Lots of texture, a lot of fun, you know, to look at and to play with. Beautiful ruffle again, and more journaling cards and pocket space here. Here we have, this is a tuck spot, and I really like these. I got this idea from Tina off of Shabby Dabby Doodah. These are little flip ups here that you can journal on, and then of course there's the pocket for you to put your stuff in. Isn't she a pretty little girl? This particular kit came out of Mrs. Coggs Creations off of Etsy. I forgot to jot hers down, so I wanted to give her credit. And on this page here, I also did some stenciling. Isn't that pretty paint? I love doing that. It was so much fun. It was with acrylic paint, and I think it turned out rather pretty. Here on this page, we have some more journal cards, another tuck spot, some ruffle. Of course, this flips up to write on. And this digital kit that this young lady is on came from Tailor Made Journals, I believe. And we have some more here of your journaling space. Now, I love this one here, this little girl. She looks so cute. This is an upper corner tuck spot. I put some nice little cards in here, and did some decorating on them. This particular card comes from Shabby Dabby Doodah. And these, of course, are from Yidzi again. That's from that kit. Here we have, I just went ahead and did a little, just for a little effect here on the page on this journaling card. These are two pockets here, right there and right there. And again, the die cut with the embossing. Some more stenciling on this page. Now this paper also came from Tailor Made Journals, and it's a really cool lace paper that I purchased from them in a digi. And then here we have some more fabric on the page. If anyone's interested in these, the purple trim here with the leaves, this came from Amazon. I had originally purchased the green trim that's on the front. I got that from Hobby Lobby, and I found this one on, I decided to look up and see if anybody had these in different colors, and sure enough, they were on Amazon. So I got that, and I got some gold. I haven't used the gold yet, but here that is. It looks really, really bright. It is pretty bright, actually. I haven't used it yet, but I don't think it's so bright that it's not usable in a journal. It's just in this lighting. So, and we have, let's see, more journaling pages. And then here's some more of that vintage lace on both sides down here. Another pocket and a card. Okay. We have lots of tags, lots of pockets in this one. Now here is where I started to really not want to cover Bluebell Design digital kits. So Sandra, so I went ahead and I did a little pocket up here with this precious baby girl, and then I just decided to leave it as open as I could so that you could see the picture, because it's such pretty artwork. I didn't want it covered up. And here we have a little pocket. It's got Velcro as a closure, and then it has inside, it has 4 different journaling cards, 2 of the larger ones, and then the smaller ones here, as you can see. And up here at the top, I agree with Tina from Shabby Dabby Doodah that if you can leave the 4th spot open for a pocket, you should, because you'll probably use it. We have more ruffle up here and edging. And then on this page, what I did was a cheesecloth. I color dyed. I used food color to dye it, and it came out pretty cool. Some parts came out purple and others pink, but I liked it and thought it looked interesting, so I went ahead and put it in there. And we have more cards, another pocket, cloth pocket there. And then we have some more vintage lace on these pages. Like I said, I left these open. Now, these pages were food color dyed, and the funny part is I didn't think about it when I dried them, but I laid them out on a sheet, and that sheet was dark blue, and it transferred onto these pages. And so this is coffee dye, but on some of these you're going to see these streaks of blue and purple, and it's because of that dye, or because of that sheet. And I just thought it looked really cool, so I left it. Here we have more pockets, and a daily devotional card. It's got your grateful for section, reflections, today's scripture, and praying for. I thought, I put a couple of those in and thought that whoever buys the journal could use them as a template and make their own if they wanted. Also, we have more cards here, and then on the bottom of this one here, it's a little tuck spot as well. Okay. And then we have more vintage lace and more writing space. Isn't that pretty? That paper is so pretty. Here we have, I love this young lady, and what I did on this one, if you can see it in the camera, I used the acrylic paint and just edged it like I would with, I use those Brian's tempera paint sticks, and so I went ahead and did the same thing and edged that with the paint instead, and I thought it looked really cute. Now this page, I like this page a lot. It comes out of a children's magazine from 1909, and it is called St. Nicholas, and the magazine itself. And so what I did was I cut this out and I painted it with watercolor paint. I used the watercolor pencils, or not pencils, but the markers, and I thought it came out really pretty. So I love doing that on stuff, so I thought I'd just add that just as a page to be an attraction to the journal. More journaling space, and here we have a triple pocket. This digital kit came from My Porch Prints that I got this out of, and here is some more vintage lace and trim. Now up here is another pocket, and what I did was I printed these pictures onto muslin, and I really like the effect of that. It just feels old to me. It feels vintage, so I love doing that. And on this page we have a tuck spot up here, and then down here we have this corner tuck, and this beautiful girl on this nice envelope, and has inside a journaling card. And I stuck it in here kind of sideways because I really wanted her to show, and I really wanted Blessed to show. Here we go, it's more space for you to write on. And this is more pockets and journaling cards and tags. Like I said, I think you have about 130 pages to write on in this journal. Here we have another pocket with a tag, and on this one I did the same thing. I used this here that I had done the pockets for the front and back. I went ahead, I had a little bit left, so I made another pocket, and then behind this is another pocket, as you can see. So this is 2 pockets here in one. And then on this page, here's where I left this open again. This is Sandra from Bluebell Design. Her work is so pretty, and I wanted to leave this artwork open. So what I did was I just made a little hinge, and you can either stick things on here, of course, or write on it. But then that way you still get to see this lovely picture. And I did the same thing on this one because this picture I just love, and I did not want to cover it. So, but I did some nice trim up here at the top and painted it lavender, distressed it lavender. It was originally white. And then this page here has this beautiful baby girl in the corner and a little tuck spot again. This card, I don't know if you can see it, but it's a gold. I did it in a gold distress, and I thought it looked kind of pretty. Just eye candy. Here we have a tag, and these little tags that are stuck to the top. I got those from My Porch Prints on Etsy. And then of course the corner here, I did more stenciling down the center here with the acrylic paint. I really like doing that. It's a lot of fun, and it really adds something for the eyes to enjoy in these journals, you know. I thought so. And then we have more journaling space and another page with journaling pockets and a cloth pocket, more muslin. Here we have two pockets, one in this corner and one in this corner. I really didn't want to cover this young lady up, so I just did small tags for these. Now this is kind of fun. I actually got this idea from a gal I met on one of my Facebook groups, and I just tweaked it a little bit and added to it, but I thought it was so cool because when you open it, it has the one tuck spot pocket, then you have your notebook, then here we have another tuck spot, and then we have another and another, and you open it and you have two more. So all in all, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places to tuck journal cards, tags, movie tickets, whatever, you know, notes to yourself. You know how it is with these journals. Just fun stuff. Little hidey hole. Here we have another pocket, and this one is another pocket. I didn't want to cover everything, so but in underneath here is another pocket. And this journal card with the beautiful little girl. And I embossed, if you're wondering about that, I embossed around the edges of the card, as you can see, with the purple. I just thought it gave a nice finish to it. And here we have another one where I embossed around the picture and around the card of this sweet little angel. And again, this is Sandra's work from Bluebell Design. I didn't want to cover her up. She was just so pretty. This is vintage lace on this side. More sewing. Another pocket. This is another one of those die cuts I did the embossing on. Aren't those fun? They're just so cute. And here we go. Here's another tag. Another tag. Plenty of writing space in this journal. I've never done a video before, and I've had a couple of ladies ask me when I do put my journals out there. I usually just have photographs, and I don't photograph my writing side. And I've had ladies say, "Oh, it's a beautiful journal, but there's no writing space." And I'm like, well, actually, there are pages and pages of writing space. I just didn't show them. So in the video, I'm getting to show you guys there is writing. So here we have, this is a kind of fun thing. You open it up, and then you open it again, and you have writing space here. And then if you open it again, you have more right here, and you have your little pockets. Isn't that cute? I didn't put anything in these pockets. I thought they'd be kind of fun for somebody else to fill. But I also did the stenciling on these, as you can see. And then underneath here, we have another tuck spot in this corner, and little cards up there. And it's our last page. And again, I didn't want to cover Sandra's artwork, so I went ahead and I just did a design around the edging, did a little hinge on here and a flip here for this little baby girl to be journaled on this page. And there's the picture again. And here we have one more little notebook, and I did this with an envelope. Of course, some of you have probably seen this on YouTube somewhere. I'm going to put a disclaimer out there on this first video. I'm not recreating the wheel. I have no problem giving other people the props because they're the ones that created it first, and I'm just coming in and giving it my take. Ergo, the name of my Etsy shop is Tara's Take, because it really is just my take on things. I don't proclaim to do things perfect or to do things even correctly according to the rules. I do them the best and easiest way for me, and that's how I enjoy art. So that's what I do. But anyway, this is the end of the video, and I hope you enjoyed the journal and everything in it. And thank you for watching all the way through, and you have a wonderful and blessed day. Thanks. Bye.